and find something you're passionate about besides Ziggy.
Hey guys. Sorry, my daughter was talking to me. She needs a new ringtone. And, you know, it has to be, it's an emergency, I guess. You know how that goes. Oh, actually, we're going to have to get my earbuds because. You guys are going to be complaining about sound if I don't. Hey, Cindy and Scotty, Brittany, all-nighter. Hold on. I'm about to switch your tape. Hold on. Let me see here, guys. Okay. I think this will be better. Here. Hey, Blue Eyes Webster. Good to see you. Punk Princess. Oh, from Scotland. Yay. So cool. Am I sick? No. I'll tell. Oh, shit, guys. I'll tell you what. I about fell backwards in this chair. Holy crap, it leans backwards? What the heck? Sorry, I'm in this chair. The new chair that I hadn't sat in before. Actually, I'm not home, so I'll explain this all here in a little bit. I'm gonna see. I don't know anything about as far as what has happened on YouTube in the past 24 hours. I don't know if there's anything new in the Kylie case or anything new in the Summer case. So I'm going to be out of the loop because the last 24 hours in my real life was insane. Probably the craziest 24 hours I've had in a long time. And why won't Caitlin, do you know how to hook this to the internet? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to. Your hand's strapped up. Hey, Dirk. But no, I'm not sick. I've just lost my voice somewhat. Hey, Stormy. Hey, everybody. I'm trying to do something real quick while people come in. All right. Caitlin, are you listening to music? No. Man, it's a cold day. Last night was like the first night or day really that was kind of cold, or nighttime, I guess. It wasn't cold during the day, but you know. Haven't been crying or yelling. you say, yeah. Last night was definitely. Here, let's turn some music low. I can only stay on for probably about, I don't know, an hour at most. So, well, hey, lovely lyrics and Quinny. Dinner? What time is it there, Breege? No, yesterday was horrible, guys. And I don't want to have to repeat it, so I will. I'm trying to think of something else to talk about till I get to there, but it was absolutely horrible. There's not. Here, let me turn that down because I'll get distracted. I haven't been able to talk much about my personal life like lately because I've been trying to, keep that a little more separate, especially the whole dating thing, because I don't need to get anybody else who's not on YouTube that's in my real life involved with the drama on here. And so you guys are definitely out of the loop. I mean, I tried to tell you guys a little bit the other day, but it was kind of, just like a slow introduction into it because I couldn't say anything for a while. Cool summer. Hey, Soup. No, Quinny, I haven't said it yet. Really, it has to do. So basically, and if anybody can let me know if there's anything new with the Kylie or Summer case, which I doubt with Summer, but sometimes like, I mean, it probably doesn't have probably nothing new about Summer directly, but you know what I mean. So you guys remember when? No, Quinny, that's kind of what I came on to talk about because I have to talk about it because it's gonna, you guys might notice some things bothering me the next however long until I get this figured out. For those who, everybody remembers, obviously, in like November or so when I told everybody, I needed to leave the X or whatever. Huh?
I bought it. It was only $149.
Okay.
I changed my password.
Oh, thank you, Quinny. I appreciate that. I know you guys are. That's why. Hold on, I want to make sure I leave this door open because I don't want him to think. Hey, Caitlin.
Yeah.
He can still come in here, okay? Just let him know.
Okay.
If you. So, hey, Sue Marie. Okay, so had to get away from the ex in November. And then you guys knew I started dating somebody. Hey, Jamie Howard and Wendy. Right, Sammy Joe? Well, I know, but you know how it is here on YouTube. Everything you say gets used against you, but whatever. So anyways, when I started dating Jason, the ex got like kind of crazy, you know what I mean? He had never seen me date anybody, so yeah, that was, I understand it bothering him and stuff, but he just took it too far.
And once he realized that we were done for sure, like there was no chance of getting me back or whatever. So I don't know. I know I've talked to a couple people in here about what I can, but but yeah, I haven't been able to talk about much about it. Hey, XX, flip flop. Yeah, it is early because I won't be able to go on tonight. So sorry. I wish it was 1983. I know you guys are thinking, spit it out now. Just spit it out. Do you ever finish a sentence, Ziggy? God. Oh my God. Well, this is kind of hard to talk about, so that's part of the reason why I stall. And it's like a nervous thing, so it's extra bad when I tell things that are, tough to talk about. So I apologize. That's just me. And I know it's frustrating at times because I feel the same way about others when they do that. But so he started getting a little bit crazy, and it just progressed. I had to, cut off all ties to him. But the thing was, like, those 9 years that we dated or whatever, he made sure, that I didn't have friends or, I mean, you know how it is dealing with a narcissist. So yesterday, this is like absolutely horrible, guys. It's really horrible. So you guys knew, like, the car I had was the car that had my name on it. The only thing that I ever pretty much got with my name on it, because every time I put, he wanted things, he wanted to be in control, and he wanted me to be financially dependent on him because then I couldn't go anywhere, Actually, it was more about me being like some kind of supply to him, not like, he doesn't really, I wouldn't say he really loves me. He thinks he does. It's just that I make him, it's all about him, I make him feel better because he's a narcissist and I don't know. But so I had a car that was my name, but of course his name was on it too. Just a cheap little Nissan. When I say cheap, it was a good little car and stuff. But that's the only one he had in my name. So there for a while, I was driving that, but the air wasn't working. So, he was letting me use his white vehicle. But anyways, he talked about how he was going to sell me that car. But when he got upset, he tricked little Ziggy. He wasn't supposed to be in my house, okay? Like, he knew he wasn't supposed to be in there. And he tricked Caitlin into letting him in yesterday while I was sleeping. And it wasn't even, he said he was going to watch TV. And he wasn't even supposed to be in there. Like, if he talked, I don't know. Lil Ziggy felt really bad because she didn't realize, and it's not her fault. But anyways, while he was watching TV, my purse was out there, and he grabbed the car keys to both of the cars. And because I had something to do last night, and little Ziggy had I told her not to let him know because I was going to tell him myself because I knew he would flip out. But I was going to tell him today, wait till I was going to go. I wasn't going to tell him yesterday and give him time to do something vindictive. And, yeah, he took the white car. I wake up and all my keys are gone. Actually, I don't notice for a couple hours. And Caitlin doesn't really tell me. She told me he was in there, but I don't know. I didn't really put two and two together. Yeah, so you remember when Mystic Mermaid was saying that I was a stalker really bad, besides 6 Up. I was like, yeah, you're spot on. I already know. And that started right when I started dating. So, yeah, he shouldn't involve a child. Guess what else he was telling her? Like, absolute, you guys, the stuff that he was telling her is so bad, I can't even say some of it. Like, stuff you don't tell a kid, and most of it's not even true. Oh, Barb, I've already filed for a protective order. I'll know today. Since it's a domestic situation, I should be able, I'll get it temporary right away. But the thing is, like, I never thought he would do that, like, as far as leave me without a vehicle, having, since I have Caitlin and stuff. But when I noticed the keys were gone, I looked outside and I noticed the white car was gone, okay? So I was trying to get a hold of him frantically because I'm like, oh, of course I'm pissed. I see both my car keys are gone, even the Nissan, which my name's on. Then I'm flipping out. I was freaking out. Like, what the heck? He wasn't even supposed to be in here. You know what I mean? And then I noticed my camera that was facing out towards the cars was unplugged. So, but in the meantime, like, literally, when I started texting him, give me my keys to a Nissan, like, by the time I went back outside to look back outside, the blue car was gone too. He had somebody help him drive the cars away. So, and the thing that he screwed me so bad because he knew I had plans last night and had to be somewhere. And of course, it was with Jason, okay? And he's basically like in that stage where if he can't have me, nobody can type thing, but he doesn't really want me, but he doesn't want anybody else to have me. He only wants me in a, sexual way. I know, I have a kid, and I told him, I said, that's pretty shitty. I mean, it's okay, like, I'll figure it out. I'll just have a sale and stuff. I'll get a cheap vehicle. But it's just shitty, you know what I mean? I was like 3 hours late to what I had to do or what I had planned because of everything. You guys, it was a nightmare. I had to freaking spend money that I did not have to rent a vehicle. So I rented it for a week. It was only, it wasn't very much more to rent it for a week than to just for a few days because I was looking into it for 3 days. And then, yeah, Yeah, he's trying to make it so that I have to depend on him. And he does that. But those cars are the last thing I had tied to him. So, he doesn't have anything else to use against me, except he's been threatening me that he's going to, call my parents and tell them, like, I mean, the craziest stuff. Then, texting Jason and all kinds of stuff. No, I don't have a spare key. I don't know where he took the cars at. And that's the thing that sucks, Danny. I was really hoping. I noticed that he was it was very noticeable that he was trying to, once I started dating Jason, it was very obvious that he was trying to, like, be more involved, like, with Caitlin, and constantly, taking her where she asked and all that. But it was obvious. I'm like, I know exactly why you're doing this, and it's fake. Like, I'm not dumb. I mean, he did a lot for Caitlin before, but then it got like ridiculous. Like, Caitlin even told me that he would be like, I mean, it's so bad, like, that when he would, like, take her someplace for the night to, I don't know, whatever, he would be driving by my house like 3 times. Like, the night before he got my vehicle, he drove by my house like 3 times and told Caitlin, when Caitlin was with him, and told Caitlin that he thought that he saw a car, he wanted to make sure I was safe, that he thought he saw a van that was, creeping by my house. And, no, he was just trying to see if anybody was at my house. Like, I don't know, Bobby, I almost had to come on here, guys, and ask for somebody's help who lived in Indiana last night or yesterday evening, because Jason was at work, and it's just like, and it's not like he's like right around the corner either. So, and like I said, he's put me in a position that, thank God I have you guys to talk to, because I couldn't believe when I started YouTube that he didn't put up more of a fight against it than he did, because he used to, he didn't even like me playing my, like, oh, you're sweet, Barb. Don't worry no, this is not at all an ask for anybody's help, okay, please. And that's the thing, that's what's hard to mention things on here, because I mean, how it will get if I mention any. I know it has to do with financial, but it's fine. I have a lot of product, and I don't have a lot of beauty products, but what's crazy is that his son's the sergeant of Indianapolis, and I guess he consulted with his son to see the legalities of taking those vehicles. And right. Oh, thank you, Barb. How close are you, Bobby, to where I live out there in Shelbyville? Oh, I don't care about putting me down, Rege. I don't care about that. I promise you. Like, I have bigger, like, problems right now than YouTube. Does it say and or? That's a good point, Danny. You know what? I'm sure whichever way it has, because I bitched so bad about for after years of that finally, he puts a car that we hardly paid anything for. I say we, like, I paid half for everything. I don't know. He takes it like that you know what he's turning this into? That I'm unappreciative, and how can I do this to him? Like, how could I treat him like this? How could I date somebody else? How could I, after all he's done for me? It's like, dude, do you forget, like, what about the fact that you had a girlfriend? How many different girlfriends the first couple of years of her relationship? You know what I mean? Like, oh, and then that's the past. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, oh, that's the past. It kept going on for years and years, not just the girlfriends, just all kinds of stuff. So he thinks because I don't want to be with him that I'm being mean to him. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said, Flip Flop. I said, I'm not your property. Oh, is Michelle in here? You guys know what he was he was threatening to he was threatening to do all kinds of stuff. I mean, he was threatening to call my parent. I mean, I can't even talk about half the shit. Hey, Katie. Since I have a child, I don't know. That's a good point, though, that what Danny said about if it says and or on the title. What I'm guessing is that it says whatever gives him more rights. But yet he wanted to shut me up. So, he just basically, I think I tried to tell him to put, I don't remember if it said and or. Hey, Becca. Do I have OnStar? No. Yeah, I have. That's why I started telling you guys and started telling, like, I finally told, like, my dad and my sister, and they're just shocked. They don't know about the car thing, but they know, like, what that they know because I had to, because he started acting like unpredictable, and I was like, what's this guy gonna do? Because you think you know somebody, but, like, when you're dating a narcissist and, like, for 9 years and they think that, and every single time they know that you're freaking very sensitive and that you're a pushover and you're empathetic. So he knows, even Mystical Mermaid said he knows how to pull your strings. He knows what to do to make you feel bad. And he's intentionally manipulating you. But it's true. Even though she's a psychic, that's just true. That's exactly what he's doing. No, he's not living. He's not staying with me. I made him, anything of his is not at my house, like, anymore. Nothing to do with him's at my house anymore. Like, before I was dating somebody, it wasn't a big deal to him, because really it was no different. He was over all the time. He saw me every day. He saw Caitlin every day, and that could still happen if he wouldn't have got to where he's his own worst enemy, guys. Like, and he proved to me that he doesn't, he hurt Caitlin's feelings, and that's what really upset me, because Caitlin feels used and wondering if he even cared about her, because, he lied to her about why he needed in the house. And I felt bad, because at first I was mad at her, because I said, first of all, I told you not to tell him that we were doing something. And she said that he peer pressured her and begged her until she told him. And this is like, I can't believe that he's doing this stuff to a child. He doesn't care, as long as he gets his way. And it's like, at all costs, at all cost. Yeah, he is manipulative. He is a true narcissist, guys. And I'm not, like, overusing the word. You know how it is overused, and I use it all the time. And the reason why I use the word all the time is because I can recognize it now. I didn't know what it was for like 2 years of our relationship. I had no idea. It was I did not understand what was, like, wrong. He made me feel like I was going crazy. But I have a pretty good, strong mindset for, like, manipulation, and I can pretty much, I knew what he was doing. I only know because past experience and stuff. Like, I've seen, I've had psycho guys before and stuff like that. Like, and I recognized it, but he still was able to, at times, like, make me question, like, my memory, which I know my memory is not good. So, like, he would use that against me. He would use my past, like, addictions against me. Oh, that's another thing. Guess what he thought would be a great thing to do, too? Caitlin came up to me yesterday and goes, you used to be a drug addict? I was like, what? She's like, Jim told me that you are a recovering drug addict. And she's like, I didn't know that. And I'm like, so there's another thing, which I thought Caitlin knew. I don't think she understood, I guess. Like, it's not something that we have talked about a lot because it's been so long and she wouldn't remember, but it's not his right to tell her this stuff. And he's doing it in a way to, like, hurt me. Then he's telling, that's the second time, and, like, well, there's more than that. I should say, I don't know how many, the umpteenth time that he has overstepped boundaries and told Caitlin things that were not his place, like the whole CPS thing. When somebody on here called CPS on me, and they showed up. Like, he couldn't get a hold of me one night because I was out with Jason, you know, and I had Caitlin with me because I couldn't trust him. Like, you know, she could stay at home for a few hours by herself, you know what I mean? And that night this night I was staying overnight, so I wanted to, but I didn't want her staying overnight by herself out there, even though Jim was like half mile away, because I can't trust him right now. He bugs her so bad and tries to get information out of her. And so I brought her with me, okay? And she brought her PlayStation and all that. And when he couldn't get a hold of me, because me and Jason were at an arcade, like kind of like an adult arcade place. And we had just walked there. It was like a few blocks away. Caitlin was playing her game at the rental. She contacts him, or he contacts her. What? He contacts her and tells her the CPS is here, you know, trying to make it an emergency. Anything he can to get me back over, get me home, so I'm not with Jason. Well, see, Blanca is horrible. I hate parental alienation, and that's absolutely horrible. And that's why I hate this, because, you know, he's not her father, but, you know, I don't know. She might never, like, I don't know how. Oh, yeah, we've already done that. I've blocked his number on Caitlin's, and I hate that, because he's not texting her. Like, it's just nonstop, like picking her up just to try to get information. And I did, because he knew, you know, he and I don't know. I let her continue to see him because I thought it was important. Gonna find her within 2 weeks. Oh, wow, that would be crazy, Lisa. I feel like he doesn't even want. I feel like he doesn't even really want a relationship with her. He's just like, it's sad. Yeah, he doesn't care, but he doesn't really. We'll take little Ziggy without your permission. I don't think he would do anything illegal. I mean, not where he would get caught. He's like almost 20 years older than me. He doesn't have a record, but he's super careful about that stuff. about whether or not something's legal or not. And that's the thing, is that he contacted his son before he came and got the vehicles to ask about the laws and stuff, because his son's sergeant, and then not in our county, but the biggest county, you know. It's hard to say, guys, what he will do, because this is something new. Santa cause you to question yourself and how you stand strong in your reality as he will. Yeah, he is trying to financially control me. He undid my camera. My camera kept coming undone. Okay, only one of the cameras that faced the cars. This is the second time in a week I found that camera not working. This one time it was completely unplugged. The last time it was like it's in this like mount on the window, and it was like it fell out of the mount, which it wouldn't have been able to do that without force. I'm looking at my cameras right now, actually, because I'm not there. And he doesn't have keys in my place. I checked to make sure he didn't take like I mean, it's pretty sad when your daughter is like worrying that he's gonna break into our place while we're gone. Hold on, let me oh shit, I'm turn that down. A nature boy who is a narcissistic, and what he did when Velvet left him, he's in jail now. Oh no. Did he have a history of anything crazy? See, that's the thing. That is the dangerous time when you leave a narcissist, because like, see, we haven't even been together for like a year. I mean, technically together for like a year. We're here. I mean, yeah, me and him haven't really been together this whole time I've been on YouTube. I was just, at the beginning, basically like roommates, but he didn't care because I wasn't dating anybody else. I had no interest in dating, and he knew it. He got a little comfortable over the years because he had, separated me from anybody that could possibly help me, even if they were girls. He would accuse me of sleeping with girls too. And yeah, I know that I've dated girls before, but that was just like stupid. And it wasn't really dating. I mean, well, okay, one time. But I don't usually, he was just overbearing. Hey, Tiffany, I just now saw your text and I appreciate it. I know what you mean. That is true. Oh, who sent the Cashapp? I don't recognize that name. I don't think they didn't put a note. Please, guys, you don't take this as a, because you guys know how I don't care what the haters say. I don't, because sometimes I can't avoid talking about this type of stuff because I'm so open, and you'll notice if something's wrong with me because I can't. Yeah, that's how it was, Flip Flop. It's mounted inside, but my daughter let him inside because she didn't think, like, he's done some like crazy things, but she hasn't witnessed a lot of it over the years. But how he's acting this past, she's starting to notice, and it's starting to make her not like him, but it's also confusing her because one second she's like, sometimes she'll use against me things that, like, when she's mad at me, things that Jim is telling her, stuff that's not even true.
No, I won't.
And it's not that I kept my past from her. It's just like, it's not anything that has.
Hi.
Look.
Show him, Athena. Look. Show him, please. Look.
So yeah, I have a lot of experience here. You are just beginning to learn what will happen. I can't be more clear. No limits with this type. You are in ultimate danger. Do whatever to protect yourselves. Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, like, everybody would know, like, it was him if something happened. That's what I tell them. Like, if anything happened to Jason or anything happened to anybody, everybody's going to know it was him. And he even says, oh, well, I wouldn't do anything myself. I was like, what's that supposed to mean? And he's like, I'd never hurt you, but, Jason's going to end up being hurt either physically or legally. I'm like, what do you mean? Stay there. And he's like, I'll have proof for you within a week that he's seeing somebody else. I'm like, okay, don't worry. You don't need to. Don't concern yourself with my life, please. Just let me deal with this, okay? Oh, they said, hey, little Ziggy.
Show them Athena.
Well, all right.
Okay.
I'm going to go get a pop. Caitlin wants to show you Athena, so you can just watch to see if you're, don't really go on camera, okay?
Okay.
But I'll turn on the camera so they can see. I don't want to go on camera because I haven't taken a shower yet. But
Athena.
we had to get a room. Hold on.
Athena. I put her outfit on her because she's so cute. No, stay there. And she doesn't want to move. I know, she's so cute. Everybody's saying she's cute. Athena!
What? And you put that, that outfit fits her?
Yeah, Jason was like, it looks way too small for her. I was like, no, she can move around.
It's a little small.
I want to show them
It's a
her
little.
fat rolls are sticking out of her legs.
Her fat rolls.
Yeah.
Don't body shame her.
Sit. I want to show them her trick. Sit.
Well, they can't see over there.
Oh,
Hold on.
how am I supposed to do it without showing me?
You just try not to go completely on camera because this. Here. Let's see if we do it like this. You could probably go on camera right there. See, just
Come here.
make
Come
sure.
Here. No, get down. Get down. Get down.
Hey, Athena.
Come here. What is she doing? Come on. Sit. Sit.
Hold on, let me see if I can.
Spin. Sit. Come on, get down.
I can.
Come on. Stop. Sit.
No, that's spin. That's not.
Sit. Shake. Go. Spin. What is she doing?
Oh, I should jump on the bed now because you.
Sit. Spin. Spin. Come on. Sit. Spin. Good girl. Sit. Spin. 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 Come here. Sit. Spin. Oh. Shake. Shake. Oh. I love Athena.
Oh.
And yes, I taught her those tricks myself. We're working on down, but she's kind of dumb.
No, she's the Ben Hill Brainiac.
How close?
Why?
I'm looking at
No. We can't hear all of it. She wanted to show you guys that, so.
Come on, Athena, let's go.
Here, Caitlin, shut that door a little bit. She's so proud of teaching teaching Athena tricks, so. So, K-Love. I always call you K-Love, and then I saw Lady CG laughing about people calling you K-Love. So, are you Clove or K-Love? Aw, you guys are sweet. They're all giving you props for your training skills, Caitlin. Aw, that's sweet, guys. Little Ziggy, the pet whisperer. K-Love? Okay, K-Love. They love you to need them. Yep. And when you set yourself up where you don't need them for anything, it can get very dangerous. Please be safe. I spent 10 years with a narc who I come up with my puppy. Watching for Lisa's other comment because that's very true. Yeah, he stalks me. He hangs out. And that's why I'm telling you guys this stuff, because like it needs to be out there because it will keep it. He's so afraid of how he looks to others. So, you know what I mean? Because he is able to sell. This is what I told Lady CG. I think it was Lady CG, or maybe it was Jenny Penny. He is able to sell ice to an Eskimo. He's kind of like, in a way, his personality is kind of like, he's very likable because it's not really him. And so he's able to trick people. He can take his ice and shove it. Is he watching this? Probably. He started watching my channel, and Caitlin was like freaked out because she said that they couldn't go anywhere, that he's sitting there freaking watching my streams, like, and then as soon as my stream would be over, here he would be like showing up at the freaking house the exact minute. Like, dude, get a life. He almost lost you. He almost freaking ruined his, and I don't know it, and that's still to be determined. But he almost lost his freaking job over this stuff, over his freaking obsession. And it's not an obsession over me. Okay, so I'm not. It is, but it's more to do with It has really nothing to do with me. It has to do with him, like, and his self. He needs to work on his self. And, you know, he thinks that if he gets Jason out of the picture, or any guy I would date, he thinks that all of a sudden by default, I'm going to need him. And slowly but surely, he'll get back in. I don't know. It's all about, first of all, it's all about control. He doesn't care really where my heart is, like who I want to be with. It's just, as long as he could still sleep with me, like every great once in a while. The stuff, like, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's just gross and ridiculous. I know, that's what I worried about, TT. He would never admit that he would never admit that he has low self-esteem or has any issues with, he would never, there's no way. He's way too prideful. Who's that? Storms of Life? You can't believe I let my daughter around him. What? I was dating him for 9 years. This is the first time I've ever dated anybody else. So I knew that I've never seen him like this, okay? But I have seen him, pretty, like, oh, I have seen signs, but I've never, like, it's the first time he's seen me date anybody else, so it just, everybody's saying, was complimenting you on your, thanks. That's good. Sister, I have no limits, no control, will ever get help, forget all that. No, there's no chance. There's no chance. He has no chance on hell. I do. I'm still dating the same guy, guys. I just couldn't talk to you guys about it. Because he started watching my channel. And using everything he would watch on here, he would, let's say I would be like, well, guys, I won't be on tomorrow night. If I am on tomorrow night, I'll be on really late. He'll use that type of information. Like, and all of a sudden he knows, like, I'm hanging out with Jason, okay? That's how he found out this time that I was hanging out with Jason, because I had mentioned something on here about, or no, it wasn't. He found out this time because Caitlin, I told her not to say anything, but she's, I don't like her to lie. So, I hate asking her to lie. So usually I try to tell her, like, if, don't give the information freely. But that's all he talked about. And that's why I just decided, I'm sorry. This is, and Caitlin, she's just like to the point. Like, I thought she would be upset if I was like, you can't see him, or, here, give me, I took her phone and I blocked him from everything. Blocked him. on everything on mine too. Right, been bad. Not like this. He makes it. You guys don't that's the thing. Like, people don't get it. And that's what I was telling. People just don't understand that it's like not that easy. When we're talking 9 years, you guys, like 9 years of putting me in this position where in these positions where I'm dependent on him. And because I had nobody else to like really turn to. So like if I ever got in a bind, like in any way, usually financially, you know, he was glad to help out, but it was all to control me. And it was all like, you know, it was constantly like a checks and balances in his freaking head, like of who paid, you know, who paid for what and stuff. And it's like he started basically trying to be like, I'll give you all the, you know, basically buy me. I mean, it's crazy as it sounds. That's what he was doing. Telling me, like, sending me like, oh, I just got, you know, he got a pretty big loan like recently. And he sends me a picture of the money and tells me, oh, this could be all yours too. Or like, you know, if he hears me struggling or any way, like if I were to say anything on here, if you heard me say anything about like, yeah, oh, thank you. I want heart to touch. Oh, I know many of you ladies know what I'm talking about. I'm sure freaking men too. Like, I mean, it is for the store. I think you just do exclamation store. But you're right. I think that's the code for it, or the Nightbot code. We'll see. Yeah, right here. Let's see. Yeah, that's the thing. First thing he did, guys, moved me to when we first started dating, like very, I mean, you know, they move fast, okay? They want you moving in like right away. So, and what's he do? It's not just move into, you know, the area you're living where your family is or all your friends. No, they usually move you out of the state or far away. The most ridiculous places that it's like, why are we moving all the way over here? Like, what's in freaking Shelbyville? Or what's in, you know, when we went to Anderson? Do what you feel is safe for you and little Ziggy. You know him better than we do. And well, thing is, I don't recognize this person really. this is like beyond. I always would talk or tell him how predictable he was. Like I could always predict what he's going to say, what he's going to do, how he's going to react, everything. Because he's so predictable. But I started getting scared when I couldn't predict his moves. When he started doing things that I'm like, okay, this doesn't even, I start like, what is this guy gonna? I wish I could say everything. I mean, if you guys heard everything, the type of stuff that he was to try to make me feel bad. Sorry, I was responding to a text. And that's the thing is that he knows too that I couldn't really talk on here about stuff because so I'm not giving him that power. Like I'm gonna talk about it on here just for extra reassurance to myself that people know he's acting a little bit strange, and like if he won't do that stuff with people where people can, you know what I mean? Like if people knew. Oh yeah. So me and Jason went to that weekend that I was telling you guys about that he called Caitlin and said that CPS was there. That next morning, I wake up and there's a note on my car. I wasn't home, okay? I wasn't home at all. He freaking tracked me through my phone and showed up and put a note on my car. I know where you are. Jim was here. Like the creepiest shit ever. Yeah, I included that with a protection order. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that to him. Get a small car loan. I'll figure something out. Maybe. I mean, really, I could get like I could get like a car that is, I don't care about having a really nice vehicle. I just want something to get me from point A to point B. Like, so I honestly could probably get a vehicle for like $1,500 that would be, what I mean? So it's doable. I just GoFundMe. How long does those GoFundMes, like, how does it work though? Like, how do they let you cash it out? I just hate to do that. I would hate to. I know I'm gonna get so much shit, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know. I'll think about that. I don't know. How long does it take you to cash out on a GoFundMe? Well, I moved to another state. No, I can't do that. But I can move to another town, but not until my lease is up, really. I mean, I guess I could. I'd have to continue paying on my lease, though. Right? I know. And then he turns around, Midnight Baker, he turns it around like, putting these stupid things on Facebook like, oh, the grass is greener on the other side, and you don't realize what you have until it's gone. But he's not talking about him not realizing what he has, like thinking, oh, I should have known, like, or I should have been better to Adrian. No, that's not what he's thinking. He's thinking that I'm gonna realize what I had, because all I had with him was financial security, okay? I didn't have anything beyond that, and it just was not what I wanted. Sorry, I'm confirming an appointment. I was supposed to go to dentist appointment the other day, but rescheduled it, of course, because I'm such a weirdo about, aw, thank you for the order. Who? I don't know if that's, I think I know who that order's from, but I don't want to. Oh, yeah, it probably is. Danny, did you just make an order? Oh, I thought so. Where's that, TJ? Well, actually, you don't have to say where your area is on here. Yeah, it's gonna have to be a clean cut. I can't get, no matter what, I cannot, like, you guys, I mean, I didn't have, like, for instance, if I would run out of gas, like, I almost ran out of gas the other day. And Jason was at work, I think, and plus doesn't even live near me. And Jim, of course, like, really was the only person I could call, because I'm like, God, I don't want to freaking call him. You know what I mean? That's how I feel every single time I'm in a situation like that. He wants me to do that, And thank God I made it to a gas station, because I'm like, I really don't want him to come out here. Like, this is like before this situation. This is like, I don't know, a week ago or something. And it's like, I really, please God, let me make it to a gas station. But of course, he was more than ready and willing. A gas can. I used to always have AAA. He's not on my lease. He's not on my lease. What do you mean the landlord's supposed to honor it? I only have September, October, November left on my lease. So, and I figured if me and Jason are still dating and just around in November-ish, I might move a little bit and which I wouldn't mind anyways, because it's where I grew up, so I've talked about moving there to that area anyways, but so who knows, I might move to that area. I probably there, or there's one other little town that's like 15 miles away where I'm living now that's I really like too. $6 for 6 months, really? Oh, really? Storms of Life? Well, I do know it says on our lease that I can be let out of the lease for any reason if I give a 60-day notice, but really I only have 3 months to pay, so 60-day notice is like 2 months. Can I block him from watching my channel? No, unfortunately. I don't even know what his name is on here. I know he's a member to the Cape area. What's the Cape area? And of course, guys, the area I was at too, was spotty internet, so I couldn't get on the internet. But guys, I do have to go. I wanted to come on and just in case I couldn't come on tonight. Well, good thing it's only an hour long, Lady CG. It's just that you know about it, kind of. Well, actually, I guess nobody really knew about it. Didn't know about the car thing, anyways. He took both my cars, Lady CG. So I don't have a vehicle. He tricked Caitlin into letting him in the house, and while I was sleeping, and while he was pretending he was watching TV, he saw my purse and took the 2 car keys. So he took the car that has my name on it too. He had somebody help him take it. Right, Jer? I mean, that's true. Oh, I already filed, Lady CD. I filed. The 23rd is your birthday, XX. But they're not. The vehicles are in his. The one vehicle has me and his name on it, and the other vehicle is just his name. Remember, he put everything in his name. That vehicle was the first time I was ever able to convince him to put anything in my name, and it wasn't even in my name. It's in both our names. So that was he wasn't willing to give up complete control, but he still got the vehicle legally. He unplugged my camera even. It's like crazy. Anyways, guys, I do have to go. I promised I'd be off here by, well, actually, I said I'd be ready by noon. Psych. But Lacey G, it has his name on it too, remember? I did think about calling the cops that day and just be like, this dude's like screwing with me. And I talked to my dad a little bit about this situation, just enough to, so he kind of knew what was going on, just because things were getting weird. But all right, guys, I'll try to come back on later, okay? But I can't make any promises. But I would think tomorrow for sure. Definitely at some point tomorrow. He's a crappy human. Can't trust him. Not all of them are bad, really. I've actually met I'd say yeah, so he knows that I had to spend money I didn't really have on renting a vehicle for a week. And beyond that, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll figure it out. And thank you guys so much, guys. And I really appreciate the support. It means a lot to me, for real. I hate the gun thing, but underestimated the Ziggy and the piggies. So yeah, that's why my voice is strained, because yeah, I got a little bit like, when I get mad, I kind of blow up, but then I'm over it. Like 10 minutes later, I just have to have a period to cool down. Even that, like, I felt like that was gonna, like, oh my God, I just was like, okay, just calm down and think. No, I don't have the extra keys, and I don't know where he took them either. I don't know where his son's house is. He could have the car at his son's house, because his son just moved. I haven't been to his son's house in Shelbyville, because he just moved there, and so I haven't seen it. And I don't know who helped him. So there's a few places that the car could be. It could be at his mom's. It could be at this trailer he's been fixing up. It could be at his son's. It could be any. I mean, there's a few places, and some I don't even know how to access. Literally had all his friends believing that was the problem. Yeah, I know. He's convinced, like, that's the thing too. name off of it. I didn't think he would leave me completely without a car. I really didn't think he would do that. I really didn't. I thought for sure that the blue car, like that he hid the keys until I looked outside, and then that car was gone too. So in the meantime, while I was like, whatever. All right, guys, everybody have a good Monday, and I'll talk to you guys all later, okay?